Greetings from inside the closet. I am an optimized fool, and I want to talk about MoP Remix today. All right, beautiful day in the closet. The lighting is working fantastically. So, Miss Pandaria Remix is officially gone. We had a great time, and there was a potential chance to get all 147 achievements. Now, they don't give you points for achievements, but there was still 147 achievements. Are you part of the gang that got 147 achievements? I did, and honestly, it wasn't that too hard. Like, I grinded out a bit. I was actually the only thing I did in WoW for a while, but it really only took about like half the time to get it for me. But honestly, I want to talk about how Miss Pandaria. I could talk about things you need to do, but it's all over, right? So it's all over when this video comes out. So I want to say this is probably one of the best events. I know we've only had like two major events inside a while. We had the Plunder Storm, and now we've had Miss Pandaria Remix. And I have to say, I think Miss Pandaria Remix was a test, obviously. Again, I think all these are tests. I think Blizzard's being a little bit more ambitious with their IPs, which I'm glad for. But I think Miss Pandaria was such a raging success. I think we're going to be seeing other expansion remixes here in the future. Now, it begs the question, what's next? Now, we could say, well, maybe they just go forward in time. We see, potential Warlords of Draenor remix. Could be just a next step, or we kind of hop around like, oh, let's go to Burning Crusade remix. So it really, I don't know what remix we're going to get next, but I'm hoping that at the end of each expansion, when there's a lull, usually the last season of World of Warcraft isn't really the most desired, just because it's all ramping down. We've all been playing this expansion for nearly 2 years. It kind of slows down. So, I'm hoping to see a remix at the end of each expansion. So, the question is, what kind of expansion, what remix would you want to see inside World of Warcraft? I would love to see Warlords of Draenor. I enjoyed Warlords of Draenor. Obviously, the pacing for the 2 and maybe 2.5 years that it was out was wrong, but if it was shrunken down inside of a remix, I think it would be a really good expansion. Hell, even Shadowlands might even be nice in a remix. Again, I'm not saying that, but it could be, right? I mean, again, remix is shortening the cadence of, all the content. So, again, I loved Remix. I got around 5 characters through Remix. I got everything. I got all the ensembles. I probably missed 1 or 2 just because I wasn't up. I think there was a mage one that just recently became available. But yeah, I mean, I've been having a blast with the remix, and I'm glad that, unfortunately it's over, but I was done with it, so it's okay. Just in time for the new expansion, because again, that launches here soon too. So I honestly think, will we see a return for Plunderstorm? I kind of enjoyed it. I'm more of a PvE guy. And yeah, I grinded it all out, got the 40 renown levels, I got all the cosmetics, but I only played a couple rounds a day, and then I went back to WoW. So I think what we'll probably see is, this might be the cadence going forward. We could see during the expansion, maybe like a year into it, we see Plunderstorm drop again. We grind that out with normal WoW, and then at the end of the expansion, we see a remix. And I think that would be a good cadence. But we also want to give WoW time to also innovate on other game modes too, because again, we can't just stop at a good one. We want to try to find even better ones. What if there's a better system than remix? We never knew that remix could be done in a sense like it did, and here we are, right? So, do we at the end of War Within, do we not wait for a remix? We just do something else? I mean, it could be a flop. I mean, the flops are going to happen if you innovate a lot. Except you can't just innovate everything good. But guys, remix. I enjoyed the hell out of remix. Did you enjoy remix? And what do you guys think? 2 questions. What do you think is the next remix to happen if we get another remix? We're not entitled to another remix. This could have just been a one and done. But honestly, I think Blizzard would be foolish to not do another remix. I feel like, I don't know the sub numbers, but I feel like a lot of hype was around remix. And honestly, it felt like a new expansion being launched. Just that hype on that day it launched. So it felt good. All right, guys. Unoptimized Fool out of here from the closet. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.